My dear friends, I'm happy and excited to announce that we're going to be having public masses beginning on next weekend, June 6th and the 7th. We will have one mass on Saturday at 5 p.m. and one mass on Sunday at 11 a.m. Traditional music at the 5 p.m. mass, contemporary music at the 11 a.m. mass. And then on June the 8th, we will resume our daily mass schedule, Monday through Saturday at 8:30 a.m. A word about why we're having just one mass on Saturday and one mass on Sunday. There's a lot to do by way of disinfecting the church. So at this point, with the manpower we have, we can't do that. So one mass on Saturday evening, one on Sunday morning. Some have suggested having an outdoor mass. Some have suggested an overflow mass attendance in the spiritual center. We're not able to do that right now, but it's not off the table. So as the weeks progress and if things get better with the coronavirus, we will add additional masses, but only if we have the manpower to man things. Even though the governor said we can have 50% and the archbishop said we can have 1/3 of our capacity to sit in the church, in reality, we figured out we can only fit 100 people in the church and keep people at least 6 feet away from each other. But be mindful. The Archbishop has extended his dispensation from the obligation to attend Sunday Mass. So we're going to be using some sort of a reservation system. And I'll talk about that in a few minutes. For a daily Mass, Monday through Saturday at 8:30 a.m., we won't have a reservation system because we don't get more than 70 people at this point. But people must be wearing a mask at those Masses, and they need to be socially distanced. So for all Masses, there are guidelines that we must follow. As I said, you have to wear a mask from the time you get out of your car and you come into church and we go through Mass until the time you go back to your car. You must wear a mask. If you're not able to do so, I kindly ask you to refrain from coming to church. Also, if you can't comply with our guidelines, refrain from coming to church because we're called to follow these guidelines and we have to uphold them. We sectioned off pews in the church to maintain social distance. And note that families can sit together, but others who come in have to be 6 feet away from them. During the Mass, you can't get up and move around freely in the church as people are used to doing because we have to maintain social distancing. If you want to leave early from church, don't come, okay? Once you get into your pew, you're going to need to stay there until Mass is over and everyone exits at the same time. And everyone will be required to enter and exit through the same doors. Right now, we're going to be utilizing the handicap door on the side of the church. So once again, we're going to begin Masses the weekend of June 6th and 7th with a Mass at 5 p.m. on Saturday and a Mass on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. And we are limited to 100 people in the church. So, since it's impossible to accommodate all of our parishioners, we are asking parishioners to reserve their seat online before each Mass. And please note, you're not going to get your normal seat. If you have a normal seat, you won't be sitting there. We will offer this online reservation beginning on Monday, June the 1st. And it is, so you will be able to call the parish office or go online to reserve your seat from Monday, June 1st until Thursday at 4 p.m., June 4th. Once 4 o'clock on Thursday comes, the cutoff for reservations is over. And once we reach 100 people, it will be cut off. So you can call the parish office beginning tomorrow or go online to our parish website. If you are online, go online. It's a lot easier than calling up. We want to stress that this is in no way our normal operations. trust me, I want to get back to some sort of normalcy. But we can't do that until we're in phase 3. Anyone who has symptoms of the COVID virus or any other illness should refrain from coming to Mass. And if you want more information on those symptoms, I'll put a link right here. Once again, the obligation to go to Sunday Mass has still been lifted by the Archbishop, so you don't have to come to Mass. If you're able to come to Mass and able to comply with our guidelines, we'd love to have you. But until I see you at Mass, God bless. I'm praying for all of you. Please pray for me, especially because we have to figure out all these guidelines and precautions from the government, from the CDC, and from the Archdiocese. But I do have some help. Thank you all. God bless.